Dear students, I am Masuood Ahmad and today we will talk about Purchase Return Day Book. This lesson has been designed for O and A level student. If you have any question, you can contact me. Let's start our lesson about Purchase Return Day Book. So boys, as you know that all credit purchase returns are recorded in Purchase Return Day Book, and bookkeeper will record all the purchase return in that particular book. The goods which were purchased on credit, and when we return, that is also known as purchase return outward as well. Okay, so return outward or purchase return, one and the same thing. And dear students, let's have a look of the format of Purchase Return Day Book. Basically, it is similar to Purchase Day Book, as you can see from the picture below. That is the format of Purchase Return Day Book, and first column is date. Date will be written in this first column, and second column is for description or particular, and the name of the party, name of the creditor will be written over here. And in the third column, that is column for the debit note. So debit note is issued by us, that is the source document for this book, and accountant must have this document before recording the transaction in the Purchase Return Day Book. And dear student, please note that note down difference between Purchase Day Book, purchase difference. Please note down the difference between Purchase Day Book and Purchase Return Day Book. In Purchase Day Book, the third column was used for purchase invoice number, whereas the third column here is used for the source document, that is debit note. That is the only difference between Purchase Day Book and Purchase Return Day Book. And in the fourth column, we record ledger folio number, and the fifth column is used to record the amount and the value of your transaction. So let's record the purchase return entry in your Purchase Return Day Book on the next slide. Here are two transactions. One is on the 2nd December, that is returned goods to 5 store, 10 bags, and the price at a price of 120, which we bought from him, and out of 100 bags we are returning 10 bags, and the value of 10 bags are 1200. Let's see the first transaction, and I will tell you how to record it. So here is your Purchase Return Day Book, and the date, that is 2nd December, will enter in the date column, that is first column, and in description or in the creditor name will be written over there, as in this first transaction the 5 store is the name of that party to whom we are returning goods. And in the debit note column, we have placed the note number over here, that is 3, and at the end we record the value of the transaction, that is 1200. In the same way, you can enter the 10th December entry, that is goods returned to Anwar Flour Mill. So boys, keep this thing in mind, that at the end you have to make the total of your page of that particular book. So in this example, we have only 2 transactions, and the total of this page is 1600. And now finally we will see that how to record, how to post these values from the primary book into your ledger account, that is basically your double entry. So this primary book is not your part of double entry system, and from this this primary book, we will record our double entry system. So we will give debit effect and credit effect of the transaction. So let's see. That is basically posting of entries into your ledger. So here is your purchase return day book, which we have taken from the previous slide. That is 5 store, 1200, and war mills 400, and total is 1600. So the total will go to your nominal ledger, that is purchase return account, and the individual entries of 1200 and 400. 1200 will go to 5 stores account, that is your purchase ledger account, that is basically creditors account, okay, and same will go to the Anwar mill account. 400 will go to its debit side. Let's see that the total of your purchase day book, that is 1600, will be credited, will be posted on the credit side of your purchase return, whereas the individual entries in the 5 store, the 1200 will go to the debit side of 5 store account, and the 400 entry, the amount 400 will go to the debit side of your Anwar flour mill account. So here, boys, you can see we have made a proper entry, debit entry and corresponding credit entry into our ledgers, and the debit entries are equals to the effect of debit entries are equals to the effect of credit entry. So credit entry was 1600 in the purchase return, and debit entry 1200 plus 400 on the debit side of your purchase ledgers, mean creditors ledger account. So debit is equals to credit. Thus this double entry process gets completed. I hope you grasp the concept, and see you in the next lesson with the next topic, that is your sales day book. And thank you very much, boys. Allah.